somebody said like, hey, I don't know how to play Soul. So to give you some advice, Soul is, yeah, a lot of people are just, this is a good way to start. Although this button is absurdly good, it is not your best neutral option most of the time. 6S, this is like your big mid-range button. Hit this button, it's massive. I know people meme about far slash and its plus frames or whatever. As good as this button is, they nerf it and they make it negative or whatever, or slow it down. Like, I think this is the real thing that makes the character powerful. So I would recommend hitting this button a lot. And if you want to move to add in tandem with this in neutral, it should be this move or this. Another thing to keep in mind is that this move, Fafnir, is really useful as a neutral tool. And you can do it from a run. So if you dash, you hold the dash button, you'll run, and then you input Fafnir while you're running. And you'll go really far. And if you know how to do the Kara, it will give you the full screen at your fingertip. The reason you would hit 6S instead is because, let's say your opponent wants to stick out some button to stop Fafnir, right? You're trying to Fafnir in, and they're using a move like this to stop you. So let's say you're back here, and you're running at Milia, and she does that. That's how you would attack that space. Does that make sense? You don't have to commit yourself forward to use this move. Same thing, this is why you use this move, 2S, and this is why you use 2D as well. 2D is really useful for the same reason. The other thing to keep in mind about Soul is that his air dash is obviously very fast, and he has really good air-to-air confirms. His air dash is great. Like, he just cannonballs across the screen, and this move is always good. You recover very fast from it, and you can always do something like this. Right? This is like core Soul gameplay. One thing I don't know that people know, I haven't seen people talk about this. This is a guaranteed YRC on far slash. He has to respect your YRC after. I think it's also true on close slash unless he jump cancels to block it. Isn't Banditbringer plus by default? No. If you're point blank, you can throw him and it's a punish. If you're farther away when you block it, that will whiff. You see that? He actually has pretty stubby situations where if 5k doesn't reach, his lights are kind of, they're not that good to punish stuff, especially against characters that are crouching. This move is unsafe, right? But if you're far away and it doesn't reach and he does this, the whiff recovery is so bad. That's one of the only issues this button has. It's really bad on block and it's really bad on whiff. Airbringer is different. So when Airbringer's charged, it has different frame advantage than regular one. This is not a punish on Air Banditbringer if you charge it. If you do regular Banditbringer. The thing though too is though, if he's air charging Air Banditbringer, you can try to 6p it, or after you block it, you can, what's it called? Throw if he hits a button, or like, so if I do this into, like, I'm trying to 5k, I'm gonna get thrown. And then if I neutral jump to bait the throw, and he does, that hits me grounded. Yeah, you can also backdash, which is if he neutral jumps, you can anti-air, and if he hits a button, then you know, whip punish it. Soul players like doing this a lot, knock you down like this, and then they do Fafnir into Fafnir into Fafnir. And it's scary to challenge this, because obviously if they do something that's not Fafnir, you explode. But one thing about this is throwing this is actually quite easy, I think. You have a long time. You see how late that was? You can just wait and see it. You know what I mean? Yeah, 6S is scary after Fafnir for sure. This is something that people really struggle with this. And like, I don't really know why. Because if I wasn't a Soul player, I feel like I would have labbed this very quickly. All these are punishes. What is this? Is this flick? That's a punish still. There are things I can do to make him stop doing flick, right? But if you don't punish the simplest option my character has, why does it matter? If I try to fake gunflame, I have to do something like this to try to stop it, right? So then he just does literally anything else. I'm negative there. You just do standing P. This is a punish on H on block, especially in the corner. How many times did I do this in the corner? Even more important, stuff like this from further out, he can check whatever option I'm trying to do after. And this is so fucking good against it. You get a full combo off this. It's the same as when I was fighting Nagoriyuki earlier, and people are like, what does Nagoriyuki do? He just gets destroyed on the ground. There's like nothing he can do. I fought 2 Nagoriyuki players, and how many times did you see me do this? This is the punish. How do you contest close slash gunflame? I'm assuming you're meaning like this? He's pretty negative here. You can just hit a button. I'll have him mash far slash after, for instance. And it's not even like, those characters they have extremely bad options, right? There's so many other better universal options to deal with gunflame than this. How many Giovanna players have I played today, chat? Like 15, right? And you've not seen a single one of them do this. I'll have soul block. Why? They're so grumpy about options that they haven't spent 10 seconds trying to beat. Yeah, if you come into my stream and say, hey, what can I do to get out of 6S into gunflame? I can give you an answer. But if you say, hey, soul's broken, there's nothing I can do, I can't help you. This is maybe the easiest genre of game to test what you say. If you want to complain, make sure you're right. And if you're new, it's okay, but also you should at least find the most simple answers before you be grumpy. Listen. I should have bought that fucking $4,000 Supreme mini fridge so I could have put it in the back. It would have fit right here. It's a set piece. Imagine me going to my tax guy. He's like 87 years old. Imagine me trying to explain to him, okay, I'm writing off a fridge. It's $4,000 and it's gonna sit in the background of my stream or whatever. And he's just like this old ass man. He's like, how am I gonna explain that to him?